we're going to dive into something that we shared with you yesterday, which is this this thing that went down in the Boise School District, because I've been looking at the numbers, and a lot of the folks who are watching live right now, if you are watching us live on YouTube, particularly, you are in the like 50 years, 55 years old and up, right? So you are the elder, you are the Gen X, you are the boomer generation of men who are watching this show, and I appreciate you watching this show. But what we've noticed over the last, I'd say 10 to 15, maybe even 25 years or so, is that there are a lot of, they're not everybody, but there's a lack of men getting engaged and calling out BS when they see it. And all one has to do really is take a look at school board meetings where I would say, and I haven't done the numbers, but I would say there's probably for every 3 men that show up at a school board meeting and make headlines, there's like 10 women that show up, right? So it's like a 10-3 ratio. And that's not good, men. That's not good. We were put on this earth to protect and to help each other and to be protectors. And if we can't step up to the plate and do that, then you failed, you failed. Now, there are many of those out there that have fought and signed up in the military, and I thank you for your service, and you've done your due diligence, and you've done your duty, rather. But for those of us who haven't, and I'm not a military guy, it strikes in me that we just need to do more as men to step up, get out there and get involved and call balls and strikes and call people out and hold them accountable. And so this is something that I think is extremely important. We need to hear more men's voices on this. And I thank the parents who reached out to me with this story. And I've told you before, we've had many stories. I've had many people reach out and they didn't want their story to go public. But this one messaged and said, we would like to get some more spotlight on this. And so we talked about it yesterday. This is the email that went out. And I want to kind of highlight for you something in this email, because this is the big problem. Because the administrator at the school here who wrote back to the mom who said that her daughter caught a boy masturbating in the girls' restroom. This man who wrote back said, thank you for reaching out with your concerns, right? So-and-so made me aware of your conversation today. And then instead of like inquiring about how her daughter is doing or showing any sort of compassion, this man immediately went to, under district policy, students who are on a gender support plan are able to use the bathroom that aligns with the gender they identify. All right, let's stop right there. That is your first reaction? A female student under your care in your school encountered a boy masturbating in the girls' restroom. And your initial response is to say, well, under district policy, I mean, if this boy was in the gender support plan, he can use whatever bathroom he wants. I'm sorry, but using the bathroom is way different than doing what he did in a restroom. And again, this gender support plan, is that what they teach in this gender support plan? Is this the kind of support that we're putting out there? The email continues. You can go back full screen here. The email continues. There is a gender neutral bathroom available, but no one is required to use it. It is each student's choice. There is currently a piece of Idaho legislation that may change this in the future, blah, 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 blah. No. You can change it, sir. You can change it. You can step up and be a man and defend the girls that are in your care. That is what you can do, sir. And we'll let you know who this is eventually. We'll let you know who this is. We're doing our due diligence back here. We're trying to get in touch with many different people and gather more information on this. But this is just going to snowball, folks. This is just going to snowball. So this is what we're dealing with. This is how unhealthy the administration and the staff is at these public schools. We had Julie on the program. Julie is somebody that I personally interviewed 2 years ago, where she encountered a boy leaving the restroom at the same time she was leaving the restroom. She didn't know that in the stall next to her was a boy. And then when she got out, he left after. And when she went to the administration, they said, well, that they can use whatever want. These transgender kids can do whatever they want. And she's like, he was dressed as a boy. They're like, yeah, may have been dressed as a boy, but he identifies as a girl. No one is defending these kids. No one is defending these kids. And then when Julie met another girl in the same school who said that she encountered the same boy in a restroom, and when she went to file a complaint or to let a teacher know, they laughed at her. She was laughed at. She's on record saying that at a public school board meeting when she showed up to share her story. So men, we have to hold each other accountable. And this guy at this school who's in a position of power writes an email like that? Embarrassing, dangerous, toxic. Folks, we're going to keep on this story. We're going to keep on this story, and I hope people just wake up. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. All right, we are going to take a break. I'm going to drink some water or something, and we'll get into what happened earlier today in these committees, because the train's got to keep moving, folks. All right, we'll be right back.
And that's exactly what happened. You want to pull the tape? You can pull the tape, because we now got video.